How you present yourself online or the way you represent your company and products always leaves an impression, good or bad. We have all seen, or worse, been that person whose lighting is poor, image is blurry, and our audio sounds like underwater. When the pandemic created a whole new set of challenges and the need to find solutions, I connected with my son Robert and other concert touring experts who, before their tours were forced to stop, were traveling the world with Pearl Jam, the Eagles, Carrie Underwood, Paul McCartney, and so many others. We all began to collaborate and are now using their concert touring expertise to create amazing digital solutions for businesses.
Before COVID, I was an automation programmer for rock and roll tours, also known as a stage technician or a roadie. Road technicians are the backbone of every concert that you'll see. When COVID hit, got an email with flight information home. That was about it.
Robert's world ended. He happened to see me on a Zoom call. He came to me and says, "Dad, I think there is an opportunity here to create a business. We're really great at lights. We're really great at sound. We're great at automation. We're great at backgrounds."
I just kind of realized there is a way that us, the roadies, that have this knowledge, we can parlay those skills into helping these folks still currently working. So that was the idea behind Executive Stream Solutions. Put my road family back to work, doing something similar to what we're used to doing, and being able to support our families.
We know in this digital world that you need more high quality content for sales and social media, impactful training materials to capture video and photos in the work environment, which is often noisy and not lit like a movie studio. And you need this quickly and cost effectively. The food industry is incredibly visual. Everything, especially the presentation, has to look great. We buy and eat with our eyes. Food safety and training are critical to be able to communicate effectively, especially with industry turnover, changing regulations, and processes. Unfortunately, because producing high-quality video messaging has been time-consuming and very expensive, these tools have not been fully optimized. Demonstrating products, training new and seasoned associates virtually, often in remote locations, is hard. Keeping up with photography and video needs for catalogs, GS1, and other sales collateral is not easy. We know that creating these assets can be time-consuming and expensive, and the ability to do them in-house has its own set of technical or logistical challenges, yet it can be the most efficient way to do more with less.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Arthur King. I'm with Ultimate Sales. We're a convenience store food brokerage, the largest in the country and the only to span coast to coast, and we solely focus on convenience store food service. It's a little bit of a niche, but as you can tell, standing here in the C-Store kitchen, what you can't tell is how loud it is. Truly. We have 2 commercial freezers, 2 commercial refrigerators, we have 2 slushy machines, we have multiple ovens. These are all on. You can't tell at the moment, but they are all on, and everything is kind of wah, but all you can hear is me. So when we do builds, breakfast builds, hot dogs, individually wrapped items, new products come into the market, and we need photos. Some customers need them for planograms, some customers need them for marketing material. We can do all that. There's LED lights within the photo box here. We have all the different colored backgrounds that we need, and everything. Not only can you take the pictures and the video all right here, but they go straight into the computer. So there's no waiting time for uploads and downloads and getting things synced. It's all goes straight there. So it's a seamless process that makes my life so much easier, because now I have my little chair, I sit down, I grab the file, the folder of everything that was created, I drop it on in your Google Drive or your Canto or your OneDrive or whatever shared system you need, drop it right in there. It's uploaded to the cloud. I can get it off the computer, and then my editing people can take it if they need to. If not, you're good to go. And it's that simple. It is one of the easiest processes ever, especially when I was using a tripod with a camera and then waiting for it to upload and then trying to go in. And you can sit here with the systems. You can run title slides. You can have your clicker to bounce in and out. You can put up a 2-camera system so you can pop from here to the old Food Network trick to where you're looking here, but then you're talking here, and then there's always cameras. It's an amazing setup to where it's all still, like I said, in this one little container.
What about the sound? I know that was your biggest concern.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Would you even be able to film in here and have the sound quality be good? When you heard the sound quality, what did you think?
I thought that I might have to use this for regular phone calls because I can't be in the kitchen and be on the phone without people hearing it. So now it's like ruined me for all the other, noise canceling headphones are just not needed.
Years of trying to isolate singers' mics when they're in front of noisy drummers and loud guitarists have taught me a few things. The first item in the chain is the microphone. If you're using the wrong mic, it's never going to sound amazing, no matter what fancy tricks you use. With live sound, we use directional mics, so we only pick up the sound we want, and we get the mic as close to the subject as we can. This is why we recommend pro-grade lapel mics, such as the Shure ones we use. You'll see a Shure mic on almost every concert stage. Shure is one of the industry leaders in wireless mic technology, and the Shure WL-185 lavalier microphones we recommend are perfect for the job. In addition, we recommend software audio filters such as the ones in Open Broadcaster software, or OBS, and other streaming software to reduce and/or eliminate background noise. Here's Andrew O'Keefe, who has the responsibility to help our clients' video and photography look great.
So first of all, one of the most basic tips that I would offer is to use a nice camera, particularly a DSLR or a mirrorless. They're different, but both of those are better than a webcam. Another one that I would say is to choose your framing wisely. My framing isn't perfect here, but if you cut yourself off or give yourself too much room, then it's clear. So try to stay centered. The brightness of lighting is really important too, because if you have a really bright light source behind you, then you might be in the shadows and not be able to be seen so clearly. So even lighting around you is great. And one of the most important ones is color temperature, blue versus orange color, or more particularly tungsten versus daylight. On any camera setting, you'll find tungsten or daylight. Tungsten is orange and daylight is blue. So if you have different color sources, then it won't match well. So if you have, for instance, an indoor orange light turned on, but an outdoor window open, you'll find that you don't see the actual skin tone because the camera is constantly balancing between the two. So when you keep the color temperatures the same, then your skin will look natural like mine does now. And finally, this is what I consider to be the most important one, but that's to plan before you shoot anything. Because the more you plan, the easier the process is to produce and edit. Whereas if you don't plan, you'll spend a lot more time when you're shooting trying to determine what to shoot, trying to determine how to edit it.
The research that's coming out showing that the combination of virtual, remote, and in-person communication called hybrid is only going to grow. Businesses are creating one-to-many audio-visual setups and meeting spaces for workers coming into the office 4 days a week or 3 days a week or even 2 days a week, and are communicating with their coworkers or clients in other remote locations. In fact, the cover story of the current issue of Harvard Business Review addresses these elements of hybrid in detail, with references to the process and effectiveness of what they call the borderless office. According to the review, the answer for the hybrid model to work successfully is to reconfigure existing office and production space in ways that could encourage cooperation and creativity, and invest in tools to enable people to work effectively and collaboratively in person and from remote locations. This really is a huge opportunity opportunity that we should all take advantage of, especially since remote or hybrid situations can put you and your company in front of a much larger audience. Lastly, the Harvard Business Review goes even further and specifically talks about, and I'm quoting, industry plant managers conducting effective remote field safety inspections with state-of-the-art video and digital tools, including robotic devices that move around the plant, recording detailed, in-the-moment visual data, which is streamed back to all team members for analysis. What they're basically describing is the road case, what we've just talked about.
In the concert touring world, it is all about simplification and having everything we need all in one place. So when we get there, all we have to do is open our road case, plug in our gear, and put on an amazing show. I applied these same principles when designing the road case that Arthur and other clients are now using. Everything you need is in one place. The camera and audio are connected to an onboard computer with video monitor, keyboard, and mouse that control everything. The need for portability is now a reality as teams start to travel, so we created the Go Case. The need to capture high-quality video and audio is just as important when meeting with customers or attending trade shows and conferences. The Go Case is proven its worth already in its ability to have connections to a soundboard, to live stream concerts, and to appear online while filtering out distractions. Both cases are customizable for individual clients,